Every house and building was at least partially destroyed, ravaged by bombs and bullets. The streets were littered with chunks of wall, roof tiles, even furniture that had spilled out through the ruptured buildings. David's eyes fell on an object in the street. His panting breath froze in his throat. He slapped his palm over his mouth, either to stifle a scream or to keep himself from throwing up. It was a body, mutilated almost beyond recognition. It lay on its back, screaming up to heaven. Male or female, adult or child, David didn't know, and it didn't matter. That it was human and damaged was enough to crush his heart. His eyes shot away from the sight, only to spot another body. This one was not as broken, but was no less horrible. It was a young woman. She was lying on her stomach, head turned with an expression of surprised disbelief, and pointing her lifeless eyes directly at David. He spun around and sat on the floor. He pushed his knuckles into each eye socket, squeegeeing out the wetness. He swallowed, willing his nausea to pass. His older brother, Xander, said that he had puked when he first saw a dead body. That had been only 2 days ago, in the Colosseum. David didn't know where the portal he had stepped through had taken him. Certainly not to a gladiator fight in Rome. He squinted toward the other side of the room, toward the shadowy corner where he had stepped into wherever this was, whenever it was. Nothing there now. No portal, no passage home. Just a wall. He heard rifle shots and a scream. Click, 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 click. The tank was still approaching. What had he done? He thought he could be a hero, and now he was about to get shot or blown up, or something that amounted to the same thing. Dead. Dad had been right. They weren't ready. They should have made a plan. Click, 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 click. David rose into a crouch and turned toward the crumbled wall. I'm here now, he thought. I gotta know what I'm dealing with, right? Okay then. I can do this. He popped up from his hiding place to look out onto the street. Down the road to his right, the tank was coming into town over a bridge. Bullets sparked against its steel skin. Soldiers huddled behind it, keeping close as it moved forward. In turn, they would scurry out to the side, fire a rifle or machine gun, and step back quickly. Their targets were to David's left, which meant he was smack between them. Figures. At that moment, he'd have given anything to redo the past hour. He closed his eyes. Had it really only been an hour? An hour to go from his front porch to here? But in the house where he lived, stranger things had happened. Chapter 2. 63 minutes ago, Sunday, 6:48 a.m., Pinedale, California. Following Toria, his 9-year-old sister, David stepped through the front door onto the porch. Xander sat there on the steps next to Dad, watching the sun wash the nighttime out of the sky. Toria went down a step and sat on their father's other side, leaning her head into him. Dad put his arm around her and squeezed her close. David looked at his brother. Xander had stormed out of the house, furious at Dad for not telling them he had known all along that the house they had moved into 4 days earlier was dangerous. He didn't look quite as angry now, and David's heart lifted when Xander smiled. "We're going to rescue Mom," Xander said. Mom. David's concern for her was like a knife in his chest. Less than 2 hours ago, she had been taken, kidnapped into one of the other worlds that lay hidden within their new house. He had watched a man carry her away. He and Xander had tried to stop him, but the intruder was too big, too